What's next for the Texas foster care system is uncertain tonight after a major decision from a federal appeals court earlier this month. Tonight, we are hearing a side of a story we usually don't get a chance to hear. Jacqueline Warez spent 7 years in foster care before she turned 18 and aged out. Now she is sharing her story with WFAA investigative reporter Morgan Young.
This is my report from CPS, where the judge is gonna know how I've been doing.
At the heart of the legal fight over Texas's foster care system,
This is my life book.
live real people like Jackie Warez in Houston.
It's kind of like my story.
And she will be the first to tell you her story is hard.
They really felt, with me, they felt crooked.
The Texas Department of Family and Protective Services took custody of Jackie after the department found she was abused by her mother and her mother's boyfriend.
I was happy. So I was like, you know what? I am going to a better place right now. I'm not going to suffer anymore because I'm not with the person who's hurting me.
She wanted a new chapter. She got an excess of psychotropic medications, more than 8 prescriptions, according to court records.
He had a medication for every single thing. And they would make me really sleepy. I couldn't really focus in school.
She also spent months in CWAP, or Children Without Placement.
When I was in those placements, it was like there was a whole bunch of kids in offices or in hotels, and they were fighting each other. To get away from the other kids to not pick on me or to fight me, I would sleep under a desk, and I would put a blanket in my clothes. I would fold them into pillows, and I would sleep under the desk and then wake up early for school the next day.
Jackie spent 7 years in foster care.
They're gonna have to change something.
Jackie testified about her experience in foster care in federal court as part of a hearing that is part of a 13-year ongoing legal battle over failures in the state's foster care system. Her testimony, along with many others, led to U.S. District Judge Janice Jack ruling that the Texas Health and Human Services Commission was in contempt of court for violating her order to properly investigate abuse and neglect claims from children in the state's care.
The state appealed that ruling, arguing that it had met all of Judge Jack's standards and accused her of being biased against the state. This month, the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals sided with the state, reversing Judge Jack's contempt ruling and granting the state's request to have the case assigned to a new judge for the first time in its more than 13-year history.
Do you have hope that the foster care system in Texas will get better?
What gave me confidence about this case was when I told Judge Jack. I remember she called me up the stand. She told me, like, thank you, like, you're brave for doing this. And I remember telling her, please don't let the kids down. She told me, I won't.
The legal battle was going on the entire time Jackie was in the state's care. She says, regardless of what happens in court, her lived experience shows more needs to be done.
There should be no kid getting hurt. There should be no kid put into more mental hospitals, because it's going to make the situation worse.
Jackie's story has not been easy, but she tells it.
I'm fighting for kids who are in care. I'm fighting for the kids.
But at the heart of her story is a fight for a new chapter, and it's a fight she's winning. She wants to become a lawyer and fight for kids with stories like hers.
I love myself, and I care about myself, and that's all that matters. Because I had people who said that were going to take care of me and were going to love me, but they failed me. But I'm not going to fail myself.
In Houston, I'm Morgan Young.
We interviewed Jackie before the Fifth Circuit ruled in this case. When we followed up with her for her reaction, she said it wasn't fair, and she said she believes the state didn't want to take responsibility. The plaintiff's attorneys in this case, who are representing children in foster care, say they plan to appeal.